This is a quick walkthrough for the Dice 10,000 for Windows Phone gameplay. We'll just take a quick look at the interface and game setup and gameplay for Dice 10,000. On the main screen, you can view the scoring scheme for Dice 10,000, set up your players using the player setup button, the gameplay button to enter gameplay, about, which will take you to an about screen, which we'll visit in a moment, or exit the Dice 10,000 game. First, we'll go to the scoring button. The scoring button opens up this display, which shows you valid combinations of dice that you can roll and the points that you will get for selecting one of those combinations. A single 1 or a single 5 may be selected. You cannot select a single 2, 3, 4, or 6. Those can only be selected as 3 of a kind. You can also select a straight, which is 1 through 6, which gives you 3,000 points. You can select more than 3 1s or 5s, anywhere from 1 to 6 of either of those die. Selecting 6 1s gives you 10,000 points and you win the game automatically. So that pretty much sums up the point scheme for Dice 10,000. This can be visited during gameplay, which we'll show you how to do momentarily. So we'll go back to the main screen. If you click on the play button without setting up a player to start the game, you'll receive a no player created message just telling you to tap the player setup to create a player. Click OK. Now go to player setup. You have an option to add a player and click done once you've created one. So we'll add a player. I'll just add myself. Okay, I'm added in as player 1. We could create another player, player 2, as a human player if we wanted to play against a friend or whoever. Or if we click done now, it will automatically create an AI player, which we will do, single player, click OK to play against AI, or cancel to add another player. So we could click cancel, go back and add a human player. We will play the AI, so we'll just click OK. Now go back to player setup. You can see now that I am in as player 1. The AI was automatically added as player 2. We can't add any more players. We'll click done. Now we're set up for gameplay. You can still go to the about screen from this main menu screen now. You can visit the scoring again. Player setup, you can't do anything there. You could exit the game. Go to the about screen. In the about screen, you can email us your comments or suggestions about Dice 10,000 or any apps that or games that we've created. At the top, you'll see the current version number for Dice 10,000. This is version 1.3.0.0. That's installed on your device. You can share Dice 10,000 by clicking on the Share It button. That will share you or connect you to your social media network, and you can share it in whatever fashion you choose through that network. You can click on the Review button, which will take you to the marketplace. We really hope that you do this and leave a rating, comments, suggestions, whatever you have at the marketplace regarding Dice 10,000. You can also click on the globe, which will take you to our website, where you can see all the gameplay, game setup, all the detailed instructions for Dice 10,000. Or you can visit the website to check out our other apps, 3D modeling, or any other items of interest that you might find at our website. So we will go back. We're now on the main screen. We've taken care of player setup. We'll go to play. And now we've entered the main play screen for Dice 10,000. You can see at the top we have myself as player 1. Currently no total score points. This is the current turn points for this turn. We have no points to take right now because we haven't rolled anything. This is the opponent, whether it's the AI or another human player. This is their total score for the game up to the latest point in the game. As we have no points, we'll roll. The dice are automatically rolled first, 6 dice. As the dice are rolled, We're looking for a 1 or a 5, at least a 1 or a 5. You must pull one or the other. We're looking for 3 of a kind, if possible, a straight 1 through 6, and the only thing that we have available is 2 5s. So we'll take 1 5, that gave us 50 points in our current turn. We could take those points now, or we could roll again. I could take this 5, which would give me another 50 points for a total of 100 current turn points. But in order to maximize my potential for 3 of a kind or a better roll, I'll leave that 5 there and roll again. Not too hot. All we have is a 1. We have no 3 of a kind, no 5. We'll roll again. We could have taken those 150 points and gone to the AI's turn, but we're feeling lucky. Not too lucky though. We'll take that one. We're now up to 250 points. We could take these points and allow the AI's turn to come up, or we could roll again, and you can continue to roll as long as you don't bust. And a bust means you don't get a 1 or a 5 or a 3 of a kind or a straight. We have a 1. We have 2 left that we could roll. There's a distinct possibility that we would bust. We'll take those points. It automatically switches to the AI's turn. It shows our 350 points here, total points so far in the game. The AI made a nice roll and decided to run with it. It took 550 points. Our roll again. And we have no 3 of a kind. We have 2 6s, 1 4, 1 2, 2 1s. We can take those 200 points and roll again. Or we can take those points and go to the AI's turn. We'll roll again. Oh, this is interesting. Now we have 3 of a kind, 3 5s. If that had been a 5, we could have selected all 4, because remember, we can take anywhere from 1 to 6 5s or 1s. So as we had the 3 5s, that gave us 500 points in addition to the 200 we already had. If we had 4 5s, we would have had 500 plus 50 points. So we would have been at 750. We will take those 700 points and go to the AI's turn. Now the current scores, 1050 for us, 550 for the AI. The AI rolled 2 1s, 2 5s for 300 points. Decided to roll again. And the AI is busting. Okay, we continued off cam through the game there until we reached this screen, and I've currently rolled all my dice. I'm at 800 points with this last selection of the 1 die. Now I could take the 800 points and turn the game over to back to the AI, or I can roll again. Well, why not roll again? Gives me 6 new dice. So we'll roll again. Now I have 800 points at risk here. If I bust, I lose all 800 points. I have 1, 3 4s, and a 5. I think we'll take those. That gives us 1,350 points, which we will take. I could roll that 3, possibly bust and lose all 1,350. So we'll take those points and turn the game back to the AI. Here the AI rolled a straight, so the AI has 3,000 current turn points now and has the option to roll again, which it obviously took. It gained another 200 points and it turned the game back to me. So now my current total points are 4450. The AI's current turn points are 7350. The game can turn tide very fast. It doesn't really matter how far along you've gone in the game, because if either player happens to roll a straight or multiple combinations of three of a kind, points can change so fast in the game. It's not over until it's over. So enjoy playing Dice 10,000 and sitting on the edge of your seat waiting to see how things are going to turn out. So we'll roll again, see if we can catch up to the AI player now. We're 3,000, just about 3,000 points behind. And it doesn't look like we're going to do it on this roll. So we're going to pause the recording again, and we'll play along until something a little more exciting happens. Then we'll resume recording and continue the walkthrough. Okay, we're a little further on in the game here. We've gone through a number of rolls to get to this point. You can see now that the AI score is up to 8550. Our current score is 6650, and I currently have 1,350 points that I've accumulated during this turn. Currently I've rolled 2 1s, 3 6s, and a 5. That was in one roll that came up on the screen. So I get a roll again or take points. I can roll again, take the risk of busting and losing the 1,350 points, or roll another 6 dice. Well, we're getting pretty close to the end of the game here at 8550 for the AI. There's about a 2,000 point split, 1,900 point split roughly. So I think I'm going to roll again here and see if we can keep those points and possibly add on to them. Now, we're still alive. We have another 100 points we can add on to that, so that's 1,450 points. I will take those points for this turn, turn the game back over to the AI. We'll pause the recording again until we get closer to the end of the gameplay, so that you can see what happens at the end of the game. We'll see you when we return. Okay, back in the game. The AI and I have battled out back and forth for a few more turns. We both busted a couple of times. But now, the way the score stands, the AI has 10,400 points. Because it reached 10,000, it actually exceeded 10,000 points before I did. It had the opportunity to either take those points and end the game, or give me one last roll. As you can see, the AI said, no, we'll give him one more roll. So last chance, Greg. It's telling me that I have one more turn that I can attempt to try and beat his 10,400. If I hit 10,000, it's no good. If I get to 10,400 and then bust, it's still no good. I have to complete my turn and take the points, passing 10,400 points in order to win the game. So we'll roll. We'll continue to roll, because what's the worst that's going to happen? We'll lose. But we'll continue to roll all of our dice until we can beat that 10,400 or we bust. Let's see how we do on our first roll. Oh, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, no 5. That would have been really nice. We'd have had a straight 3,000 points and won no problem. But we only have a 1. We'll roll again. Oh, we're still alive. We have a 1. We have another 1. Now we're at 9950. We still need 550 points. We could take those 2 5s. That would give us 300 total. It would bring us to 10,000. It would still leave us shy. So we'll roll again. Cross our fingers. Not looking too good. We busted on the last roll. That's it. AI wins with 10,400 points to our 9,750. Oh well, it was a good game. Once the game's completed, This screen comes up, gives us the opportunity to review the game, which we really hope you take the time to do. Go to the marketplace, review the game, give it a rating, add your comments and suggestions, play the game again, which will automatically create a new game playing against the AI using the same players that were previously set up, or you can exit the game. To create a new game using 2 human players, if you were previously using the AI, click exit, start a new game, create another 2 players, or just to play again against the AI, click play again. We really hope that you have lots of fun playing Dice 10,000. Don't pull your hair out too much, and please take time to enjoy the rest of life instead of just playing games all the time. But really enjoy Dice 10,000, have lots of fun, and please rate and review the game at the marketplace, or send us an email. We'd love to hear from you. Bye for now.